Hey Joe, what do you know about the 19th Amendment?
I know nothing about it. Yeah, sorry.
It's another one.
Do you know any leaders from the women's suffrage movement?
No.
What about, do you know any current voting laws or restrictions on women?
No, there's none. You know, suffrage doesn't actually mean women suffering. It means the woman's right movement, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it means
that's right.
It's about women getting rights, not women suffering. It's a common misconception with the women's suffrage movement. Many people think that there's a lot of suffering involved, when actually it wasn't the case. Most politicians don't know this, even the current ones, so there are many congressional mishaps.
That's not correct. That is incorrect.
We can put that in.
Do you know anything about women's suffrage?
No.
Anything about like the 19th Amendment for like women's right to vote?
No.
Do you know anything about the women's suffrage movement? No.
All right. Well, that's an amazing story. But I have a couple questions just about kind of like women's suffrage history, because we want to get a couple things on that.
Okay.
We'll definitely put a lot of that stuff in the video. What do you know about the 19th Amendment?
Is that the women's right to vote?
Yep.
Only that it should be given. I mean, yes, of course they should vote. It's insane that they didn't. But the fact that there was even such a thing that, yeah, you have a right to vote, well, I would hope so. That's what this country's about. And everybody has a right to vote. Hopefully everybody, when they vote, study and know what they're voting for rather than just pushing a button. Study and know the issues. But that's why we fight, so that people can go to vote. And women should have always had the right to vote. And in fact, when you look back and realize they didn't, it's almost hard to understand.
Yeah.
So, do you know any leaders from the women's suffrage movement?
No. From the movement? No. I know a lot of women politicians, but I don't know. I couldn't say that I know women from the movement. No.
Okay. Do you know any, just any like history on voting laws or restrictions? Just anything about just how legislature has been passed and just for women's voting, and just laws and restrictions about that?
Not.
That attends to like the slavery votes and things like that too, with the 2/3 and any of that.
Yeah, I'm not. The details, I'm not real refined on. I know with the slavery, the fact that the fact that we had people in this country not allowed to vote, race or because they were women. I'm not sure. I couldn't really pinpoint the details on all of that. But the fact that we've come a long way, it's mind-boggling that when you look back on the way things worked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's all the questions.
Thank you so much for giving us your time and everything.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and what you're doing is great. So
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Okay.